Yes, student here. So today I will have the presentation on the topic, and I will go through the outline that we need to go. First thing that we need to know is the Chi-X case with the issue in that, and then I will have a look at the differences between continuous reporting and more frequently reporting, like quarterly reporting. And then we will move on to advantage and disadvantage of continuous reporting. And I will have the conclusion that we need to support view of member A or member B of ASIC. First, with the issue of Chi-X want to introduce tracers which represent US company shares into Australian market. But the issue is that the differences between the regulation in accounting reports between two countries. US companies are under limited requirements for continuous disclosure. So they are not compulsory to report to Chi-X, and also Chi-X in return don't have any authority in over US companies, so they cannot force these companies to review their matters to Chi-X. So that's why, and also there are no regime under legal requirement to support Chi-X, such as like ASIC. So they are like US, so they cannot like ensure that the information that US company provide would be like true or not, and that could be in late announcement. And also why Australian entities are under the requirement of the ASX listing rules and also enforced by Corporations Act 2001. So the differences, like the biggest difference is that Australian company continuous disclosure are under statutory background. And so we move on to the differences between continuous disclosure and more frequent reporting is that besides continuous reporting, Australian disclosing entities must lodge annual or half-yearly reports, audited report to ASIC. But American entities are subject to unaudited quarterly financial reports. So the frequent reporting of American, they focus on short-term. They have short-term focus by companies, and they encourage the company to meet with quarterly earnings forecast, but instead of like long-term perspective. Also, quarterly reporting will provide more general view on seasonal patterns, which is like important in agriculture or retailing companies. But if quarterly reporting compulsory in Australia, it will add more cost to the companies. However, the quarterly reporting may not be subject to audited and could be taken mostly from monthly internal reports. And continuous reporting, it is combined with half-yearly reporting, will provide appropriate information at the minimum compliance cost, because it has more advantage than frequently report because it reflects current state, while the other one to be like comprised from monthly and already disclosed internal reports, so it will be like backward looking and biased for focus. So with the continuous reporting, it is provide information on timely basis. So it helps investors to respond quickly to the information of the market. And it will therefore make the security market more efficient, like reduce the hidden potential for insider trading and maintain the fairness in the market because everyone can get access to the information. Another advantage of a continuous reporting is that it saves investor time and costly research because when we collect and verifying information, it will take a lot of resources and time. So that's why the essential that optimal amount of research be produced would allocate resources efficiently. So that's why we need to a system of mandatory continuous disclosure will help in reduce the time and costly research and ensure that all relevant information will be provided to investor. Also, another advantage is that the information provided will be straightforward and easy to understand through the contents requirements of continuous disclosure. The information must be clear, complete, and accurate so that it will ensure that the information will be factual and also based on objective and clear manner. And also the information in continuous reporting has to avoid buffering and also unnecessary repetition from monthly internal reports. However, they do got some disadvantage in continuous reporting, such as the cost that to produce the continuous reporting will come with additional audit costs, also republication and mailing costs, also time spent on preparing the statements. But they can be lower by using the monthly and also quarterly data for the internal management reports. And then the accounting costs will be at the low level. Also, another problem from continuous reporting is that a company that disclose the information will be at disadvantage competing with non-disclosing entities, because when they disclose the information, they will disclose the information about the industry they trade in as well. So the investor in competitor companies also can use that into that companies instead of the companies that disclose the information. And so that is the view A, that is use the quarterly reporting only and without continuous disclosure, and then view B will still stick on continuous disclosure. So from all the things that I said, I think that advantage from continuous disclosure is greater than disadvantage. So I will go with view B, and also in American market, they are also increasing the importance of continuous disclosure. So that's why it's emphasized on the importance of continuous disclosure. And yes, I think that's it. Thank you.